He is the blogger to the nation and a columnist at the Daily Telegraph. He comes to us from the wilds of the Wimmera in Western Victoria. Good to talk to you, Tim Blair, this Anzac Day. And as a conscientious objector now to the AFL, you've turned your back on Collingwood. You won't even know that your beloved, formerly beloved Pies had a big Anzac Day victory today.
Well, yeah, good for them, whoever this a strange sporting outfit you refer to. It was good to see John Schumann there, of course, who's songwriter for the great AFL Classic in the under-19s. Because there could have been the version of it. But terrific to see that 40 years since that came out. Fantastic.
Yeah, doesn't time fly? Now, tell me, this big announcement, the breaking news today that Joe Biden is running in 2024, much anticipated, of course. How long do you think his team would have kicked around the idea of him just going up and doing a press conference and announcing this off cuff and taking a few questions before deciding instead to get a Hollywood-produced video announcing this deal?
Which, of course, Biden classically undercut himself by announcing it a week or so ago, just in an aside to, while cameras are running, to camera piece. He just mentioned that, oh yeah, I'm running again, just haven't announced it yet.
And then they go to all the trouble of doing it. Well, I guess, given Joe's, mental challenges these days, if you did miss it, if anyone missed it at all, just wait for a couple of days and he'll just announce it again. He's already forgotten doing it the first time around.
He probably has. Here's the way they did it. They basically did it for him with this flash video.
I ran for president 4 years ago. I said we're in a battle for the soul of America. We still are. The question we're facing is whether in the years ahead we have more freedom or less freedom, more rights or fewer. I know what I want the answer to be, and I think you do too. This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election.
This is not a time to be complacent, therefore we just should stick with the incompetent old guy we've got there because we can't find any. Isn't this whole campaign going to be a lesson in complacency?
Absolutely. I mean, on any measure, can we find anything? Can the most supportive Biden booster tell us in any way that things are better now? Anywhere? On anything? Everything's gone down. Absolutely on any measure, on any standard. And yep, let's run on that record. Well done, Joe. This will be great.
And they're going to have to try and keep him away from the microphone and the media and normal conversations because it always ends up like this, even with an auto cue.
Our education policy should reflect what we've learned. We know that there's so much more to finish the job, and we can do it.
There's so much more, mate. There is so much more.
I mean, he doesn't drink. What is his excuse here? This is extraordinary. And also, but you've got to accept, it worked last time. Of course, there was a slight advantage last time of a global pandemic, which meant you had an excuse to be locked up. This time around, maybe it'll work again.
Well, I tell you who I reckon would be the happiest person on the planet as we speak, and that has got to be Kamala Harris, because he'll end up running with her again. She gets another 5 years sitting in that back seat, just waiting for him to either become incapacitated or fall aside. This gives her the best shot at actually accidentally ending up as the first female president. And she's a climate evangelist, of course, as all these lefties are, yet apparently a typical term, a term that the climate nutters have been going on about for years, has only just crossed her path. Have a look.
They talked about climate anxiety. Climate anxiety. The emotional, the psychological, the mental toll that the knowledge about this crisis is taking on our young people.
I'll tell you what, mate, I've got Kamala anxiety. How could she not know about climate anxiety?